So I remember Janelle saying that lady had been in town for months before Naziah went missing, and here's the proof. October 23, 2023, Shannon said to Roxy, "Hey, cuz lady said call her on here." Then they tried to call her, so you have three missed calls. Then Roxy responds, "Hey, Pooh, what's up? I'm at work." Shannon responds, "I'm sorry, lady in town." Ah, is she really? Okay. I also remember Mark D saying that someone spotted Lady and Naziah the day before she went missing, even talking to her, having a conversation. That was during the Mark D podcast, 7 Mile Radio, when they were all going live, right when all of the stuff pretty much happened. I also remember during Shannon's testimony, she spoke about Naziah not being happy with her mother being in town. She was feeling some type of pressure or something was going on with her where she wasn't happy that her mother was in town. I'm not sure why they asked her that question or why Lady came up, but she did. So this Facebook thread that we had all been looking at, it began in October. And as you scroll down this thread, it'll go into January when Naziah went missing. And then finding out that lady actually was in town was the one that prompted her mother to go to the school to report her missing. Now I'm hearing that lady arrived there around 7 a.m. to get her mom to go up there, but she didn't get ready until around 11 or 12, which is, it lines up with what Wolf said during his testimony. And during Annette's testimony, she said 7:30, 7:30 when she took the kids to school. Something is real shady about that. It sounds like Annette may be lying. I just wanted to mention that while I was thinking about it.
School starts at 7:30, so I got there at 7:30. They got there about, I don't know, maybe 8.
And you said you met with Miss Annette Harris on the 10th?
Yes.
And that's in January 2020?
January, yes.
That was early in the morning?
Around between 11 and 12.
One of my biggest questions about Lady is, how did she not know Naziah was pregnant? Because the way it was kind of presented like she wasn't around, but she just so happened to come around when Naziah went missing. And I'm like, so when you don't see somebody for a while, that would have stuck out to her like a sore thumb. She couldn't have hid that from her.
And then another thing that made me think about the church situation is Naziah's dad. At the beginning, when you first heard about him, he had like, he ain't know nothing. Now, I'm not saying that he's talking about this evangelist guy, the same pastor, or nothing like that. But it's oddly weird because, lady, say lady already know the pastor. Y'all met some type of way. Maybe she brought you in too on the pastor. And that felt like, that what he was talking about felt like he was just getting in on the shit. Yeah. Man, he just wanted to do a video. I don't know how they do shit, but maybe he did a video for, this is how you prove yourself to be one of us or something. I don't know.
Like Bishop is because, at first I was like terrified. I'm around this man, all this, So I just wanted to be perfect, But I learned in trying to be perfect, I just needed to just relax and be myself. He said, well, Merv, if like I could do this, I could do that, I do that. I needed to get somewhere where I could be comfortable because he got plenty everything going on. I just need to get somewhere where I can be comfortable. And once I got there, I continued to make mistakes to where I thought, oh, he gonna get rid of me or this and that. But he began to tell me like it's not about that. With Bishop, it's not about the money. It's about, really, he always told me, it's like, it's for my life. I'm like, did I do a good job, Bishop? He's like, yeah, you did a good job, but Merv, I want to see you at the ministry. I want to see you in Bible study. He's always on me.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. It makes sense.
I know where you talking about this evangelist guy, so
never say the man's name.
Right, is this a pastor that gets people that, okay, y'all work on these houses, y'all do this part, we got this thing going. Like, this what it looks like. Like, I don't know. And then I'll be trying to get people to understand, like, just because I met them, I don't know them. I only know Dan and Marquita because I've been close to them. We hang out. It's like, I hang out with Marquita. Even if I'm not hanging out with them, I still will hear shit. I could be at home on my phone having a conversation with Marquita, and it's going to be either a three-way talk with Shannon too, or you just going to hear Shannon in the background. And if they arguing with somebody, you're going to kind of hear bits and pieces. You're not going to hear everything. Sometimes Marquita be like, shit, let me call you back. You know? So I don't hear everything. It just be like I knew something was going on.
Yeah, and the kids being gone continues to be confusing because I heard Janelle and Kiwana say the kids, or Janelle said that the kids were still home, and I know what you had just told me.
Yeah, that's confusing to me too. That's why I don't want to be like saying stuff, and then people start being like, he's a liar, and it's like, I have no reason to lie. Ain't nobody paying me for nothing. All I got is a kind heart. This situation is obviously too serious. The little girl missing ain't been found yet. The story just is so crazy. I've never seen a story like this before, and I've never been close to anything to this before. So the God in me is just wanting me to say whatever you know, and whatever you think of. When you get a chance, let them know. Let somebody know that's gonna let others know. You know.
Well, I mean that can be completely true because you know for a fact Marquita don't have her kids. You know for a fact.
Right.
Now at first you said they were with Debo. Right. So you know that they're. You know that Marquita don't have her kids. You said that initially that they were with Debo, but then we talked again, and you said that one of them is now with a father that live in Vegas.
And I'm only saying that because of word of the YouTube. That's the only reason why I'm saying that. Most of my information comes from what I'm learning from YouTube, and if it's seeming like real facts, like I told you last time, I literally seen somebody post what his father said, and it sounded like he was coming to get his son, and he didn't have him yet.
Now, where did you hear that from? Because I have not heard. I've heard you say it, but I haven't heard it myself.
It's crazy because it's so many people doing Naziah this and Naziah that. I watched so many videos. I feel like I watched them all to where I can't really tell you exactly who said this. You know, like I can't really say that, but I know I've heard someone say it on the YouTube channel saying that. So that's why I kind of went with it, and they showed the proof.
Yes.
Like I remember seeing his Facebook page, so I know what his Facebook picture looked like. And then when he wrote, you know, I'm like, okay, he get his shit together to where he can come and get his son.
I'll have to get the name and stuff and look myself because I don't know anything about the guy until you mention it, and so I'll check and just know that I believe what you're saying. I respect that that you're coming forth saying what you're saying. I mean, and I can also tell that it is certain things do jog your memory based off of what we talking about or what you're saying. It's like, wait, I remember hearing something like that. So,
people gotta think, like, at that time, there was no problem to have to think about certain stuff. Now that there's a problem, you have to go back and think, like, is this a situation? And then some stuff you're not gonna remember until somebody be like, I wasn't thinking about the pickup guy until it was just like, this guy. Man, this guy might be the uncle. And I'm like, wait a minute, what's up with all this kind of shit? And I'm like, oh, wait a minute. Wait a so-called pedophile.
Something made you think that about the guy next door that Jarvis may have gotten a gun charge for.
From that time I first met him, and then, like I said, I was in their house, sitting down, probably most likely either playing a video game or on my phone. And I just remember her saying, can I get my phone? And they was like, no, you can't get your phone because, you tried to, you was texting an old boy. I didn't know who exactly he was talking about at the time. But he was texting an old boy, and he shouldn't have been texting something. I can't remember the exact words. But I just know the situation of they was texting each other. And I'm like, oh, okay, so how they handled it seemed like they was handling it. You know, I didn't hear nothing else of it. It just left my mind after a day or two. It wasn't like, you know, I got my own kids, my own life. I work. I'm not over here 24/7. I just pop up on holidays. Sometimes when she asks me when the kid's birthday, or if we just want to chill or go out, or whatever. You know, it wasn't like it was like I'm here every single day. No, it wasn't like that. It was just I was over there enough to be able to bump into Jarvis because obviously that's what he do. He pop up, but everybody else didn't get the pay. So I just want to make that clear. Like I don't know the man. I've seen the man enough to know his name and that these are his kids. That's all I can put it. I'm the type of person I get vibes off of people. From the beginning, I didn't have a good vibe from him. I don't know what that vibe was, but I didn't condone myself with him because he's not the type of person I would hang with. I'm just a different type of person. I don't condone myself with certain type of people. And the vibe he gave me was that type. I don't have to. I don't know you. I wasn't trying to get to know you. It was just you come in the picture sometimes because you're dating this girl or talking to her, getting her pregnant. I don't know whatever it is you associate with her. But it didn't make it no better because, like I said, me, Shan, and Marquita hung out. When we hang out, we hang out. It was like they always together. So who am I to get with her and be like, no, I'm somewhere third wheel. But you know, I ain't tripping.
Whole tricycle.
That really made Jarvis feel some type of way because obviously you got so many women and you probably was feeling some type of way because you didn't talk to Marquita and didn't talk to her. So you just know that in your head that they would do shit like that. So you didn't like me just being around, period. For real. We ain't really like all the time get into it, but there's been times where he was like letting Shan know like I don't want him around you type shit. And it was just like, well, as a grown man, I'm gonna do what I want. I ain't doing shit with your so-called girl or whatever, but whatever, man. I'm mind my business. I'm still do me. But he just was mad about that type of shit.